Hi, my name is Seth Horner. I teach tuba and euphonium here at UNCSA, and we are here in beautiful Watson Hall to talk a little bit about brass playing, and specifically this little piece of the instrument right here. Now this is a tuba, and of course this is my mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is the one detachable part of the instrument. Well, there are a couple other detachable parts, but this is the most obvious detachable piece that has the most to do with your music making. A lot of people know about the mouthpiece, but not everybody practices on the mouthpiece, and that's what I'd like to talk to you about today. Practicing the mouthpiece can enhance almost every part of your playing on a brass instrument. And this pertains to all the brass instruments: French horn, trombone, trumpet, euphonium, and tuba. All of these instruments have one thing in common, and that is the mouthpiece. Now, the mouthpiece doesn't have any of these fancy valves or slides, but it is in its own right a tiny instrument. And when you practice, you can use it to create music. I like to practice songs on the mouthpiece, and this is what I'd like to talk to you about. When you practice songs, you program your brain to think like a singer's brain. The lips are like tiny vocal cords, except for instead of going to the vocal cords here, the signal comes from the brain and goes to our lip. That means if we're thinking of a beautiful song, we can sing it, "Happy birthday to you," like that, or we could buzz it. The process is very similar. And it's great to think like a singer when we're playing, because most of the music that you play is very much in the form of a song. Now, tuba players tend to play a lot of whole notes and rests, but we have to practice melodies, because practicing melodies makes us a better musician. The best way that I know of to do that is to practice on the mouthpiece. Mouthpiece is also a lot more portable than this humongous instrument. I can disconnect it and put it in my pocket, and if I'm driving in my car or walking on the street, I could buzz a song on my mouthpiece. In band, it's really helpful to take the mouthpiece out from time to time and buzz together. I'd encourage you to, the next time you can be in the same room, carefully take your mouthpiece and buzz a song together. Pick something that everyone knows. I like the national anthem or Happy Birthday, like I just buzzed. If someone in the class has a birthday, one of my students had a birthday today, so I'm going to play Happy Birthday to Chris. You probably noticed that my mouthpiece sounds like a little tiny voice. And when it's plugged into the tuba, it's amplified, just like a speaker would do for a microphone. Now, the mouthpiece can be practiced like this all the time. The national anthem is great, Happy Birthday is great, but any song that you can imagine that you have memorized will work for this. And it's really fun to do together or by yourself in your practice sessions. What you'll find when you come back to playing the instrument, the sound is much easier. The song in your head becomes much more important. It's almost like you've turned the stereo up in your mind, and you can make an even more convincing performance when you go to play. I'll just play a few notes for you now as we phase out, but I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you'll take a little moment during your class or at home in your practice session to buzz the mouthpiece.